Welcome, I'm the Kaijin Okami, and I'm here at Denver Comic Con 2016. I'm interviewing Jose Delbo. What got you into comics?
You really want to know?
Yes.
It will take maybe 2 days. No, when I was a little kid back in Argentina, when I was born, I used to, read the American comic books, of course in Spanish. And Batman, Superman, all those kind of characters. And then I started to try to draw the characters. Of course, it was very rude, very, very basic. But in time, I started to getting better. And, I started loving it to draw the things the best I can, try practicing. And until I reached a point that I met a guy who was a professional, and he wants me to teach me, how to do cartooning. I started doing that. At the same time, I was going to school. Believe it or not, after many years, doing grade school, I went to college, started studying law. I started law for a couple of years, but in the meantime, I was drawing. One day I decided I don't want to be a lawyer at all, I want to be a cartoonist. And of course, by that time, I was realizing, not just as a little kid, the value of the American artists, like Alex Raymond, Al Foster, Milton Caniff, Probably you know who those guys are because it was long time ago. Probably those guys were the influence of many Latin American cartoonists. From that moment on, I started publishing. My first comic was a short story. I was 16 years old and published my first story. And since then until today I'm 82 years old, I've been doing a lot of little pictures. And I'm here, What else do you want to know?
Who was the biggest influence on your comics career, and how did that person change your work?
Well, my big influence was my first teacher back in Argentina, who was a professional cartoonist. His name was Carlos Clement. Was a very good cartoonist. He started teaching me. He started turning me from an amateur to a professional, even to start learning how to do the thing the real way. When you're a kid, you think you work on the top of the paper, the back of the paper, but then you start learning the proper way to do things. And he was my first teacher in comic. From that moment on, I started doing myself, getting a publication to another. As soon as the more you draw, as like everything in life, you play the piano, you practice, you get better. Same thing with cartooning. Same thing with art. You practice, you get better. And like I said, and at the same time, I was going to learn law, and I decided to quit law school and become a cartoonist.
What has been the most rewarding project in your professional career, in or out of comics, and why?
Well, I did so many things. Yeah, I enjoy very much doing the Yellow Submarine of the Beatles, the comic book. It was a lot of fun doing that. And also, when I came to the United States, I did almost every TV series you can imagine, from the Monkeys, the Rat Patrol, the Brady Bunch, Hogan Heroes. I did all the TV series. I was working with photos. They gave me photos in there, and the story. I was doing that kind of thing. Actually, I enjoy everything. And my big project was when they assigned me to do Wonder Woman. And Wonder Woman, I did Wonder Woman for 7 years. And after that, I did the strip Superman for the newspapers. I forgot how many things I did,
How has your style changed since starting out?
Well, change change with practice. You know, it's a funny thing when you notice that something used to be very difficult to draw, now it's easy. You know, you realize you are changing, you are progressing, you are getting better. Of course, changed a lot from the first picture was very, very amateurish, and from today who looks professional. You know.
If you could start all over again, would there be anything you would change?
No, not at all. Everything will be the same thing. You know.
So, with so many people taking the leap into creating comics, what is the best advice you could give them?
Well, it's no secret, you know. First, you need to know the basics. Basics are very important, and after that, it's practicing, drawing, and take a look what the professional guys are doing, and then you will learn from them the mistakes you're making, you know. But the name of the game is drawing, practicing. It's like you know, like everything in life, you know. A guy who is, you know, a chef, he cooks. Probably in the beginning it was very difficult for him to fry eggs. Now the guy can do anything, you know. I think practice is the name of the game.
All right, well, thank you so much for your time. Until next time, guys. Bye.